We're now in the music room, and really, this room has dual name. It's either the music room or the tapestry room, depending on the mood I'm in. This room houses a large collection of tapestries. We've got some new ones, some old ones, some halfway in between. This one in particular was given to me by my good friend Sandy from Arcadia, that used to own the Santa Anita Gardens Catering. Beside it, this is a beautiful one that was given to us by a friend of Michael's, and I believe that's over 150 years old. Above the door, we have a beautiful tapestry, and that was given to me by my friend Angie Kardashian, the good Kardashian from Tustin, California. And then this is the oldest one in the collection. This one is about 200 years old, and this was given to me by my good friend Dorothy from Glendora. And I absolutely love it. When there's not Christmas, this room is generally used as a music room, which it still is, but right now it houses my Buyer's Choice collection. And Buyer's Choice is a Pennsylvania company. I think in the 60s, a woman decided she was very crafty, and so she created a couple of these carolers, and they took off, and now she has a world-renowned business here in the state of Pennsylvania, and she produced Buyer's Choice Christmas carolers. Pretty much every profession there is a Christmas caroler to represent that profession. So if you look carefully, obviously there is the angel on top, and then there's Betsy Ross sewing the American flag. There is a chef, there is a clockmaker, a warden, you name it. It's here. Here's the chef getting ready for your Christmas meal. The guy playing the flute, the patriotic guy playing the drums for the holiday. So you name it, it's here. I believe I've got maybe about 200 of these, which each year one comes out. I think the cutest one is, here is the Native American, and this is really for Thanksgiving, but isn't that cute? And then there's the mother, and the father's around, the father's over here, you name it. And then here is grandma saying home sweet home for the holidays. This one is rather cute, a little Eskimo kid right there. But they're all very cute, and we've got quite a few of them around here. The Buyer's Choice sits on a square baby grand piano, and usually when I tell people we have a square baby grand piano, they assume it's just a rectangular upright piano or a rectangular baby grand, which is quite common. But this is actually a baby grand piano, and most baby grand piano are rounded, but this is square, which makes it very, very unusual. This is something that we acquired from our good friends, the Perlmans, that used to live here in Newcastle and recently moved to Arizona. But it's a square back baby grand piano, and I'm told by several people that it's very rare to have a square back baby grand piano. And so there's one here at the castle, and it does work, and we've had it played a few times. As you look around this room, you'll see more Buyer's Choice and more musical instrument. Here is a Victrola, and this is from my good friend Tiffany Miller, and this was given to her parents for their wedding anniversary. And her parents recently celebrated, I think, their 60th wedding anniversary. So this is quite, and it was an antique when it was given to them. So we're very happy to have it here. Again, here's another Victrola that was given to me by my good friend Michelle Goodman-Jones of Newcastle. This is also a Victrola that doubles as a desk. And in the early 1800s, if you were successful, you always had one of these in your office, doubles as a desk. And once your clients leave and you decide to have an affair with someone, you strike up the music with your Victrola, and there you go. This is really wonderful. This is a carriage, and there's Queen Victoria in the carriage. It's all Buyer's Choice, and carriage is going to Westminster Abbey for the service of Thanksgiving. in this room, this is really one of my favorite pieces in this entire collection. And unfortunately, I feel really bad because it's beside the wall. It really should be in the center of the room. It is a Italian piece. It's a Farrell bronze piece. It's Italian made, but Russian inspired, and it's called The Dance. And it's a bronze, and it's a conversation piece table that really should be in the center of a room, but unfortunately, it's on the side right now because space. And then this room also is double up whenever I have guests over and we want to have tea. This is where we usually have afternoon tea. So there's all the cups, a collection of Royal Doulton and fine English bone china that we use for afternoon tea here at the castle.